Okay, so look, this is what we're gonna do. I want you guys to pay attention to these ingredients down here. Now, what you guys are seeing on your left side of the screen, these ingredients right here, this is everything for the hush puppies. And of course, we gotta have the catfish. That's gonna be a star, right? And back here, these are our ingredients to make it blackened, right? Now, look, I'm finna do something I really don't do in all of my videos, which I think I should do, right? Let's start talking about the tools that you're gonna need to be successful. Now, if you guys pay attention right here, in order for us to do our hush puppies, look, I got a Dutch oven. You guys can see it's deep. This is super deep. I can make anything in this right here, but this would be good for my hush puppies, right? So we put that on the top. And if you guys didn't know, this is really just a cast iron, but it has like a ceramic colored enamel on the outside. And then for this right here, if we're gonna do blackened, you're gonna have something to get hot. So I can tell you right now that cast iron is my tool of choice. This right here, look at that. Nice, clean, you can see it's seasoned and it's ready to go. Now, I'm gonna start off by just talking about this. We got bacon. I gotta look at these. I love the colors. Okay, so we got powder here and we got soda here. Don't get these confused because I got two different measurements for you. You wanna get that right. Look, we got cornmeal, a little bit of sugar, onion powder, we got flour. Then you over here on our wet ingredients, we got buttermilk, and then we got an egg. And this right here, I'm gonna show you guys how to get this. This is gonna be the real key to making any type of hush puppy, right? So the way I did it was I separated everything and I got everything for dry, right? So now you wanna get yourself a bowl and then you just wanna add all of this in here because we wanna get it mixed, right? So we just put it in just like this. Now we have all our dry ingredients in here. I'm not finna whisk this together yet. Hear me out, folks. We gotta go ahead and put onion inside of our dry, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down. Even though I'm cutting it like this, sometimes it don't come out the right way. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna just get it like this. I'm gonna take it and just run it, along like this, right? And then I'm gonna cut it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to attempt to get it small. If it doesn't, I'm going to do the Ginzu. You'll see what I'm talking about. You see how it is right there? That's kind of small. If I break this up, look. That's small already, but we're finna come down this way, right? So we only need about a quarter cup. But this right here gives us a mince look to it. Now you guys can see, like I got a little fine mince going, right? Right? And so if you've been following me, I like to say, the smaller the dice is for the flavor. And look how small this is. Yes, sir. So we'll just bring this back into play here. Now, I'm real crucial about this. When I make, hush puppies, I like to measure, right? So I need about a quarter cup. And this is my little quarter cup, right? So I take this and we want to put it in here with the dry. I don't know, my mind always would tell me every time I do these like this, even when I mince them, right? Not mince them, but even when I go ahead and grate them, my mind tell me they're going to wet, but we're gonna put it right here like this. Now you guys can see, you're gonna have some white and the yellow, right? You wanna get all of this mixed together. And why I'm using a glass bowl is, I'll show you in just 1 second. If you guys look right here, you see these streaks? I don't know, you might can see something there, but if you do, I'm able to lift this up and make sure that I got it completely, incorporated. All right, so only thing left is the egg and our milk. Now I'm gonna set this here so you guys can see. I don't wanna take my egg, drop this in here in the milk and try to get it to be incorporated. I need these two, right? This is my buttermilk and my egg. I need them to be incorporated together. That's why we do it separately, right? So we just add this in here like that. And buttermilk a little bit on the thick side, right? This is why I usually use it. You gotta have the right tool for the job, right? So you gotta have spatulas and you need to have them in all sizes, you guys. You know what I mean? I try to explain it and make it fun again to get in the kitchen so we can have some success, right? And then over here to my left, which would be your right, I just dropped that in my hot soapy water. Now, coming back to this right here, look, now we're gonna whisk. It'll make sense to you as you see this. Look at my buttermilk now. This is what we wanna have. You wanna have it fully incorporated. You wanna make sure that yolk is completely gone with no streaks. I know you guys saying right now, that's a lot for the hush puppy, but when you make these, let me know what you think. All right, now that I'm for sure this is fully incorporated, now I'm gonna go ahead and pour my wet in the inside, which again is just my buttermilk and my egg, right? Now look, here, I'm gonna hurry up and get it in here because what I don't wanna do is I don't wanna over mix it. right? So I just want to make sure it's all wet, just like this. Once I see I can pull this around and I don't have no issues, or no dry in there, I'm done here. Not completely done, but I'm gonna take my whisk, put that off to the side. I'll come back on my spatula. I'm gonna scrape the edges, folks. These things that I'm doing right now, if you guys are new, this is gonna help you. You know what I mean? When you cooking, you know what I mean? Just doing a proper thing and having the right tools in your kitchen makes it fun. Now look at this right here. I'm just kind of like folding this over. Really, I'm looking at the bottom of it, making sure I don't have any dry patches. And that right there is enough. If you overwork your batter, you'll come out with dents. If you ever made it before and they were dents, now you know why. You just like overworked it. All right, now I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a heads up. Here's a little pro tip for you. I'm finna put some saran wrap in here. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. Then when I'm done, I'm gonna pull these out and I'm gonna fry these. Okay, so look, I took this out the refrigerator, and to be honest with you, I don't know if you guys can tell, I had to like change my shirt and all of that. Why? Because I came in the next day. So this has been in the refrigerator overnight, but I'm telling you, just about an hour, you just want to chill it just so it can be firm, all right? Now we getting ready to start. Let's just go ahead and make these hush puppies, right? So I'm gonna start. I got everything on high right now just to start. For me, I'm gonna be using avocado oil, but any cooking oil you guys use, that's okay. Canola, vegetable oil. You can use extra virgin, that'll be fine, but if you ask me, I'd rather use just a regular, canola or vegetable. All right, so I just put in some avocado oil, right? So we good. I got myself a thermometer here because I want to check it, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and let's just see where we at. We were somewhere right around 300, okay, 337, 347. Oh boy, I'm good. Look at that right there. It's holding, 349. Let me get away from the center because that's where the heat is. We come over here like this and we good, folks. All right, so this is how we gonna do it. Listen, if you guys pay attention, check this out. I got myself this and I keep these right here, a little bit of an ice cream. I call it a small ice cream scoop, or we can call this like for making cookies, right? This will give you them nice big size cookies. Now, I want you to see, let me see if I can get it to show it to you guys. You want to look at the consistency here. Look at this. I'll just take this, we'll drop that down. You see how that is? It's almost doughy, but it's not. It's still pliable, right? Look. All right, so move that over there. Now I'm finna show you that in the trick. I'm gonna use some non-stick spray. I use avocado oil, right? So what I'm gonna do is just spray this part in here, make sure I don't have no pool of it. That's all I need. Look at it, move it around. This is gonna help us, folks, trust me. Now, I'm gonna take this. We know our oil is good. We're gonna take it. Let me get myself a spoon. I'm gonna try to make the best looking one if I can. It's something, I call this just like the same thing as when you make your first pancake. It's always a little tricky, you know what I mean? But we get this in here like this, right? I'm gonna come in here. Now I want you guys to look. I'm gonna put this right here on top, drop this in like that, and there we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get me another one. This doesn't take long, folks. If you got 350 degrees, this will be ready in just about 2 or 3 minutes. Now, look, I want to show you something. You look at the color. I told you 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to check my oil and see what my temperature is. Obviously, this is the first one that I put in there. Look at that one. So that one's more. This one has a little bit more color to it. And this one right here will be the last one that I put in there. Right? I don't overcrowd it. You know what I mean? I'm going to raise this temperature up anyway, because don't forget, this has been in the refrigerator overnight. So it's nice, cool, and chilled. But you want your hush puppies to look like, look at that. All right, so I just cook them to color and they'll be ready, folks. Just trust me. We don't need to probe them or check them. You know what I mean? If you got 350 degrees, even if it dropped down to about 330, you'll be good. No worries. Once they become the color that you're looking for, we looking for that it's a little bit more than golden brown, more of a brown size. But now you see, when you use the right tools, I'm gonna just show you this one right here. When you use the right tools, look at how that look. Yes, sir. All right, so look, after you see them, man, them are super good right there. It used to be some more of those, but trust me, everybody want to taste them, and I was able to salvage 5, just for the video, right? So now, what you have is you got some ingredients left over. You know what I mean? This ain't nothing but a dump and go, folks. We dump everything in here, minus, our butter, right? Now, I didn't have my brown sugar out, so I'm gonna have to like break it up. You guys know about brown sugar. It'll dry out in a heartbeat, right? Just add everything here. This is gonna be the seasoning that we use to, you know, blacken with. Now I'm just gonna go in here and just whisk this together. Yeah, I don't know if you really need a whisk. I guess I could have used a fork. Sometimes I like to do it, you know, like old school way. Now I'm gonna bring in my catfish fillets. Now I'm gonna do something that makes some people think like, well, why did he do that? I like to have mine patted dry. But listen, we want to get a good little, you know, hot sear on these. So on the backside, I still do them like this. And I know when I'm doing like this, you guys are gonna say that won't nothing stick to it. It will. Don't forget it's fish, it's real fleshy. All right, now that I have everything, you know, patted dry, right? This is what we're getting ready to do. I'm gonna go ahead and give this just some, you know, a fine dusting, right, of salt. This is kosher salt. You know what I mean? It's a coarse grind. You guys can actually see it go on there. I don't want to add it to my seasoning because I want to control this part and see where I have it, right? Now, I got some Creole Kick. You go ahead and give this just a little bit of a light dusting. And to be honest with you, you know what? We're going to change it up and do it like this. I'm going to take this here. We're going to add some in here like that, all right? We don't need a whole lot. I don't want to overpower it, but it complements everything that we put in there. If you don't have the Creole Kick, which I don't know who out there on the planet that don't have it the way it's been moving, right? So we just put this in here, get it all mixed up. That's fine, right? Now, I just use my hands for this. Now we just go ahead and do it just like this. And then you want to control it. You know what I mean? So you put too much on one side, you'll see it when you're cooking. It's like you want to get like a nice little blend, right? And that right there is what we want. Now we just flip them over and do the exact same thing. All right, and then all we do is repeat. Remember, you want to control that salt. You don't want no whole lot of salt in one spot. You know what I mean? So I like to be able to see it and then buy it. Oh yeah, that all look good right there. All right, so now is the time to go ahead and make this blackened, right? Now I got to tell you guys this. Listen, it doesn't make a difference. I like catfish. My two tools of choice would be when it comes to fish, it's catfish, and I like mahi-mahi. I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section below, what's your favorite fish? And then for all of my people that really know, I'm gonna see what you really know. Tell me how many of y'all know about that orange roughy. All right, so look, I'm gonna explain this part. If you look right here, a lot of times I say the butter can burn, which it can, but you wanna kind of like, once it becomes a little bit on the brown side, that's what you wanna, that tells you, that's your telltale sign, right? So we got our seasoning and everything on here. I'm gonna drop this in like this. I'm gonna put this one in here right next to it. Right? Now listen, here's the key. You don't want to mess with it or do nothing, right? Because listen, when you put it in there, it might want to like, I want to say it almost like wants to stick, but when it's ready to be flipped, you'll know because it'll release itself. I do take the edge though when I think it's ready. Once it tells me it'll slide, I do look at the edge of it. And then from you guys looking at this way, you can see it starts to cook up around this way, right? Just like it does with salmon. You see flesh, and then if you look down on the bottom, it starts rising up. Once it gets halfway, then we flip it over. All right, so look, this is what I mean when I tell you it's ready to release. You see when I push it over like this? It has already released itself. Now I'm just getting ready to take it. You want to be careful. And then you want to flip it just like that. I hate that I did that because I don't want to mess up none of my seasoning on the other side. We take it. Look at this here. Ooh-wee. Okay, so here we go. Look at that right there. If that don't say blackened catfish, and actually I've done it where it don't have all of the black all on one side, it's really about the way that I held it up like this, and I was able to sprinkle it, or blacken the seasoning all over. And don't forget, the full ingredient list is on my website, smokinandgrillinwithab.com, and that's WITAB.com. I'm gonna go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. You guys can go now. I'm getting ready to launch a brand new website. It'll be next week. This one will be so much more functional. You know what I mean? They got everything. But listen, I don't want to like over talk that. Just letting the cat out the bag. Look, we finna get some of this. You know what I mean? Ooh. Have you guys ever had blackened catfish? Ooh, look at that. Oh, it's so buttery and nice. Look at this. You know? Ooh, it got a little crisp to it also. Let's go ahead and get this like this. Now I want you guys to come on here and take a look at that. Now, I'm at the mercy of what I was able. You know what? Let's do this. Because this will have a little bit more of the body. Ooh, my goodness. Come on. Let's get close. Look at that. You see that right there? How many of y'all thinking of right now about putting a little tartar sauce on your couple slices of bread and putting that on there and eating? You know what I'm about to do, y'all. Cheers. Okay. I'm gonna need somebody to come and pat me on the... Now, with that being said, this is like, man, just try this. Do what you guys normally do. Come back, talk to me. You know what I mean? Tell me what else you would do. And if you didn't know, mixed vegetables is like my second favorite, but my favorite veggie, that's not this right here, broccoli. Now, with that being said, listen, if you're new to my channel, we need to check this time to say. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there. There's a channel out here to simplify these recipes and taking the mystery out of cookbooks. And don't forget, watch the video after this, because we finna do jumping live, folks. And we finna put this blackened on top. I'm out. Peace.